Hello friends, welcome back. I'm Angela Imagination, also known as Mrs. Imagination, but you can call me either one. I'm so glad that you are here to see the activities that I planned for All the Colors of the Earth by Sheila Hamanaka. Oh, this was such a wonderful book. I really loved the way our author helped us visualize the colors of the earth with what? The colors of our skin, our eyes, our hair, the kind of hair we have. She did such a fabulous job of helping us visualize. Yes, and you remember we talked about this book. It had a theme, a big idea. She used a lot of good words and pictures, but it had a really deep thought. And that was, there are all colors of the earth, and our skin, hair, eyes, they're the same colors as parts of the earth. So if we love the colors of the earth, which we do, they're so gorgeous, then we should love the colors of people. Oh, let's get started with some activities. Okay, you know I like to start with our writer's notebook, and today I've created a new section, and it is called Word Choice. Word Choice, Mrs. Imagination. Why do we have a section called Word Choice? Well, I'll tell you. It's very important, the words that you use. Sheila Hamanaka did not only have beautiful illustrations, she's a great illustrator, but she used words that helped us visualize, make a picture in our minds. For instance, when she said, children come with hair like bouncy baby lambs. If you close your eyes and think, a bouncy baby lamb, what does that look like? Well, it might look something similar to my little friend here. All the curls. Yeah, that's what you see right there. But she used great word choice, bouncy baby lambs. She also used something called a simile. Simile. That's when you use the word like or as. She used the word like a lot. Hair like bouncy baby lambs. Hair that flows like water. Just think of hair that flows. Curls like sleeping cats in snoozy cat colors. See the curls? Are they similar to that snoozing cat? Yes. And she could have used the word as. She could have said, the hair was as curly as sleeping cats in snoozy cat colors. As and like are similes. So we want, I'm going to write down the word similes. That's might be hard to spell, but can get some help. And that's when you use the word like or as to compare something, and you want to describe things sometimes with similes. Yes, you see that. And you also want to make sure you use descriptive phrases that help you visualize, like she said, the roaring browns of bears. Do you see how his skin is the same color as the brown in the bear? She could have just said, this child's, that's a girl, this child's skin is brown. But if she says the roaring browns of bears, that helps you visualize the soaring eagles. See, that's a different color brown. The whispering golds of late summer grasses. You know, she even used the word cinnamon. Do you remember in our basket when we were reading the story, there was a cinnamon stick? This color is the same color as skin. She said love comes in cinnamon, walnut, and wheat. See, those are things that grow on the earth. Those are colors that are colors of skin and of love. Yes. So I'm going to write the word visualize because you want your words to help your reader visualize. So with word choice, we're talking about comparing things using like and as, which are similes, and also visualizing, helping your reader visualize. In a picture book, you can't have a picture of every single thing, so your reader has to be able to visualize. Okay, the next thing we're going to do might take a little bit longer, and it's a tiny bit difficult, but you'll need a piece of white copy paper, regular copy paper, and you'll need a pencil. I say a pencil because you may need to erase. Mrs. Imagination did. And you'll need a pair of scissors. So you may need someone there to help. We always ask before we use scissors. Oh, and you'll need some colors. I brought my pastels. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a chain. You can make a chain of people. Today we're going to make a chain of love because our author talked about how love also came in the different colors. Okay, I'm folding this paper in half the long way, not the short way, the long way. Then I would use my scissors and cut it in half. I've already done that to another piece, so this is what I have. Then we're going to do some folding. Now, this may be difficult because you have to get it perfectly even. So that's a little hard. Mrs. Imagination hasn't always been good at that. So if you need help folding, that's okay. And you're gonna fold it 4 times. You're gonna fold it 3 times. 1, 2, 3. And every time you push your paper all the way to the edge, so the edges match. Okay, I use my fingers to make some good creases. And when you unfold it, you will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sections. The next kind of folding we're going to do is called an accordion fold. That's where you go back, and you're just using your creases, then forward, then back, then forward, then back, then forward, then back. And when you unfold that, it will look like an accordion. Yes. Okay. Now this is kind of difficult, but since we're making a chain of love, we're going to draw half a heart. That's not so hard. You have to draw a half of a heart to make a whole heart anyway, but you're not going to make the rounded part. So let me show you. Let me show you one I've already drawn. Okay, do you see? I I started and I went up like a heart does, but I didn't get to keep going around. And I went down here and I went up. And you can get it closer to the heart, but not too close to this part. You want to leave some space, but you don't want it to be a big fat space either. You want it to look like a heart. Okay, the next thing we do is we cut out the heart. So let me show you. I'm going to cut on this line, and when I get to the edge, see, then let me stand up and do this part so you can see. I'm going to cut on here, and it doesn't have to be perfect. And when I get to that edge, clip it. Now, here's where the fun is. You grab the first and the last and pull it. And look, you have 4 hearts. Isn't that sweet? Now we need our colors. And I don't want you to think of Valentine's with red and pinks and purples. I want you to think of the colors of the earth, the colors of people's skin and hair, and to color. So I've got a color that's similar to cinnamon. And this first heart, I'm going to color the color of cinnamon. I'm using my pastels. Now, I'm not using a flat surface right now, so it's not going to be absolutely beautiful. But there's my first heart. And you know what? If I wanted to, I could draw some eyes and a nose and maybe even some hair, because, you know, let's see, let's get some color of hair. Oh, this may be too close to the same. I'm going to get a white or yellow. Yellow, let's get yellow. Oh, we'll see if it shows up. No, it's not showing up much. Well, you can kind of see it. I'll show you. Do you see the yellow hair? Yeah, that's a color in the earth too. So you can make your color of love chain. Now, if you want to be brave and make a half of a person, Miss Imagination did that earlier, and I started coloring one of my little girls. And I colored her face and her arms and her legs. And then I made her some curly hair, red. You could do that. That's fun. That is fun. But you may need some help, and that's okay. The last activity I have for you has to do with seeing. Seeing with your real eyes, not just visualizing in your mind, but you're going to have to use your imagination for this. I want you to look at your skin and your hair and your eyes and use your imagination. What does it remind you of on the earth? My skin kind of reminds me of playground sand. My eyes are kind of a bluish green. They kind of remind me of a leaf color or part of the ocean. Isn't it wonderful how we are all unique and we're all colors of the earth? Yes, I love that. Oh, wow. I hope you enjoyed these activities today. I've had such a delightful time sharing them with you. And it's all because of a picture book. I look forward to your next visit. Until then, see ya.